Flora's Food and Kitchen. I haven't been on for a while, as you might have guessed, but I've been really busy doing fabulous catering. And today I thought I would share with you a recipe of this great asparagus. It's in season. I've been picking some at the farm shop and we've been doing great things with it. So I thought I'd share this recipe with you that might be great for the Jubilee weekend actually. It's really easy to take Tart with you. I don't know if you've got any street parties where you are. We've got one coming up. Take it with you, share with your friends and family. It's a really good one and doesn't take too long. It's made with ready rolled puff pastry. So literally all I'm going to do is I've taken it out of the packet and I'm going to roll it onto a flat baking sheet here. There we go. It's always a bit sticky. My tip is to take it out of the fridge about 10 minutes before you're going to use it, and then it's much easier to roll. And I'm also going to leave it on the paper, so you don't even have to take it out of the paper. Just unroll it like that, flat on your tray. And I'm going to score it about, let's see how far this is. This is about 2 or 3 centimeters from the edge, all the way around. Just like that. So take your knife and score it down. The scoring means it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. It's just lightly making a line. Let's see, it's a little bit squished this end, as you can see. But don't worry, keep going. And again, all the way down and across. So you've got a window just there. And I'm going to make it pretty for you. You don't have to do this, but have a go. So I'm just going to score it all the way along. Not all the way down, but just like that in a line. And this will look really, you'll see how it comes out. I'll bake this for you. It's about 20 to 30 minutes in the oven. 200 degrees I put mine on. And see how, well, a 180 fan actually, but 200 if you've got a conventional oven. See, I'm just making a pretty pattern all the way around. I think everything in the Jubilee is about froth and prettiness and pinks, and there's some great dresses out there as well, I have noticed. And anyway, this will be great fun. So there we go, it's scored all the way around. Now that will puff up the edges, and in the middle we're going to put our filling. So I am going to whisk an egg here. I've got 1 egg. I'm going to crack it into the bowl and just give it a stir around. Whisk it with some couple of tons of salt and a couple of tons of pepper. There we are, that's all ready like that. And I am just going to, there we go, put that out there. Put some egg wash on this. That'll give a really lovely sheen to your pastry. And we are going to do it in the bottom as well, and I'll tell you why, because that will seal the bottom so the pastry won't go soggy. There we are. So all the filling won't sort of mix straight into it. There we are, that's a hot tip for you. And we will keep the rest of this, so that's ready to go, but we will keep the rest of this, and I'm going to add the egg into another bowl, straight in, just like that. Done. And I've got 250 grams here of mascarpone cheese, and we're going to put about 200, just under 200, maybe 180, 200. I'm going to mix it in there. So we've got a few grams left, 30 grams left or something like that. And I'm going to give that a quick mix and a stir. I need my whisk, because I quite like to get it smooth. I don't want any lumps of mascarpone cheese. It doesn't look great. Let's see if I can whisk that round. Now I'm always making massive quantities. I'm not very used to hand mixing. Usually I'll put everything in the blender, but it is coming, look. There you go. Perfect. Just try and get as many lumps out as possible. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. And I'm going to take this and pop it into my pastry. Just like that. Let's see if I've got... I have put it out. I'm always missing bits. overflowing because it's going to puff up. There we are. Put that one there. This really is a simple recipe, really easy to make and delicious. And I think your friends and family would love it. So please DM me afterwards if you're going to make this. And actually, I've got a newsletter coming out as well, giving you this recipe, which might be helpful to have the ingredients list. So if you would like to join my new newsletter, please DM me or pop in the comments afterwards when I upload this, and I will send you this recipe and you can make it. So I've got here a little bunch of asparagus, and I'm going to just snap the woody ends off. You can hear that, can't you? They're just a bit hard, so I'm going to snap them just like that. Like that. Snap the ends off. They are a little bit hard when they cook, but these are lovely, fresh, tender stems actually. And we're coming to the end of the asparagus season, well, where I am in Somerset, so please go out and use some. And I'm just going to pop this, line my tart with some of these lovely asparagus tips. Any way you like, really. Just to get it on there, it's fine. I'm sort of having a go like this, seeing where I can fit another one. Just on top of the cream, wow, the mascarpone. There we are, that would be fine. If I had a little bit, I might just take an end from there. There we go. So there's no gaps. That's how I like to do mine. I also take some prosciutto. So I'm just gonna pop that in between the asparagus. Look at this, this is great. Just like that, in between. Trying to do this really speedily for you, but you can take as long as you like. But I'm just trying to show you that it doesn't take very long, and with a few ingredients, you really do have a fabulous tart here. I think I'm going to use one more piece, so I've used 3 in total. But it's up to you how much you put, how much you don't. Perfect. Now I'm really, oh no, hang on, I'll put a gap. See if I can take a little bit of that, pop that on the end. So when you cut it, everybody gets a bit. And you've got a little bit here of the mascarpone left, and I am going to just pop that, dot it about the place a little bit, just like that. Really good. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take the whole thing just like this, and pop, I'm going to give one more turn of salt and one more turn of pepper there. Now, I'm going to pop that straight in the oven. Warm your oven up, pop it in 20 to 30 minutes, and that will puff up, and I will put it on my stories. I'll show you when it's baking in my oven. I'll pop it on my stories and the finished product as well, so you can see it on my stories. But just DM me for the recipe, and this is a great tart for you guys to make. Asparagus, fresh, seasonal, gorgeous. And then to garnish it, I'm going to give you a quick tip. I'm not going to do it now, but when it's cooked, to garnish this, use some fresh herbs. Maybe you've got some growing on your windowsill or in the garden, and you can just put your fresh herbs here. I've got some marjoram, or you can have thyme. Thyme's a classic one, it's lovely. Actually, this one's still thyme. Thyme leaves over the top, just like that. Or another option, if you have been following me for a while, you can also pop in some wild garlic pesto. That would be really lovely, just drizzled on top. And that's another option. And if you prefer something a little bit sweeter, again, take half a tablespoon or something of honey and just drizzle that on top. That gives a really different dimension as well. So that's 3 options. I'm going to bake this for you. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for joining me. And here is my asparagus tart.